to assure the participants that these 30 days will be highly electrifying, highly resourceful, highly enriching. By that, I want to wish all of us a fruitful retreat and a rewarding experience.
So every member of this particular, all the actors now, we need to know when I'm relating together with people, what's their temperament? Because if you don't know their temperament, there's a very big problem. There are plenty things people will do, you just keep getting angry with them. But if you know who they are, you'll be able to manage them very well.
Yeah. But I think all over the world, the challenge is how we can secure food security. But ours in Nigeria is acute. And so anything that is paramount, that is necessary, that is possible for us to do to achieve food security, we must all bring hands on deck to ensure it happens.
The question is, how do we effectively plan, develop, maintain, and manage our routes? Since we didn't do it to the standard that we ought to do it under Rank 1, how do we now do it under this particular rank? So it became a big problem. And so the bank said any state that must implement RAM must take setup reform very seriously. In fact, it is a requirement for you to be selected. You must operationalize institutions that will support the planning, design, development, and management of railroads. So that is how RARA and SRF came. Before you even talk of anything, you must show seriousness. We will not even allow you to go far before, some states will just, you must show a level of seriousness. So institutions like RARA and SRF now came up. So it is a very key mandate for them that states must set up and operationalize these two institutions because of the mistakes that were made under the first round.
That we conduct regularly on both borrowed materials and field materials. For field materials, we conduct the bitumen test, that is trade tests, and also we take temperature when the asphalt arrives to site. And regularly we also check. And the borrow pit, we do the preliminary investigation to find out if the material is suitable whether for base or sub-base. We do that regularly.
So we expect that every other team member should realize this is the vision. And I'm happy, I've not had any auditor report that Kaduna State is this, although there has been some reviews that, yes, when they come to check, they must find a way to tell you, improve on this, they'll comment on that. That one is there, isn't it? So I know Kaduna State, they are doing their best. So I would like the team to cooperate with them because an accountant can become a PC tomorrow. You understand? So the PC, if he's an accountant, he could become the head of pay film tomorrow. What am I trying to say? Because we are all driving to develop. So please, this is a retreat. In doing our work, there are also behavioral issues that can distract us from achieving the development objectives.
So when we say screening, the screening, at this point, you can use the screening to develop your environmental and social management plan. The scoping is a further screening for RAP, that is for project affected person, to identify the gaps, to identify those that are being affected. So the scoping is what we call further screening to ensure the RAP document.
One individual seeks to take credit for the achievement of the entirety. The concept of I. It cannot be I. It has to be we. But there are things that are done by individuals, we have to define that one. Is that okay with us? But when you work as a team, let it be that everybody should take the glory, not only one person. Somebody believes that without me in this, if you die today, the work will continue. That's the honest truth. If you are relieving your appointment, the work will continue that very day. Nobody will stop the work because you're no longer there. When you travel, how is the work going? No one will move. Maybe slow delay here and there, but we'll work at it. Roles and jobs descriptions are unclear or undefined. This is very crucial. You give people tasks, they don't even know what they're doing. That's why this issue of GeoAsma is very crucial. Every member of the SPIU, you are not just to know the theory for your job, you need to know the entire theory for the entire project. You need to have background. Wherever you enter, when people are talking about it, you know. And the moment you have some members that the terms of reference or their engagement terms is not clear, you get a complete mess from them. The kind of result you get to weaken you. It affects everybody. Are we together?
But what is common in RAM, please, in terms of reimbursement, let's be very, very clear on this. When you are undertaking an assignment, please, even if it is so urgent that you are leaving today, try and draft your memo and leave with the SPC. He signs, he approves, he sends to us. Before you are even there, probably your money must have hit your account. But in most cases, you see, reimbursements are not that I have undertaken an activity last 1 month, last 6 weeks, and I am just writing today for reimbursement of what I have spent last 6 months. Last 6 weeks, last 2 months. That itself is an indication of fraud. Because at any point in time, project has money in their accounts. So you have no reason whatsoever to undertake an activity without approval. As at the time you are undertaking that activity, is already an ineligible activity because there is no approval of the SPC. So you find out that put-ups, memos came on file, and you see the dates is like 6 weeks, 7 weeks back that you have taken on the activity and you need to be refunded. Please, is a pointer to a problem in the project. So try as much as possible to put up your memo right from the time you are about to undertake the activity.